Today we're doing our second push day of the week. So me, Velsh, Chris, is all of our second push day. But I don't really have anything specific planned. It's going to be a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of chest, a little bit of triceps. But I thought that because it's kind of the secondary session for the week, I'm going to kind of ask them what movements they want to include. So we're starting off with this, and then we're going to take it from there with their suggestions. So stand reasonably far forward, but then like hinge at your hips. So there's just a distance between, yeah. You kind of want that to be around just at or just below hip height, so that you load the length in position. That should be fine for you. Nice. And then he invited us. We went for Tience's girlfriend's birthday. She's like the group's collective little sister. So it was her birthday last weekend. So we arranged like a birthday thing, a surprise birthday thing for her, and arranged for him to. Well, he was playing there already at Rockets, but I've been speaking to him this week, and they're playing. It's personal. And we want to use their music in the vlogs and Instagram reels and stuff. So he's sending me, he's retransferring all the tracks to me. Yeah, he's fucking, they're fucking sick, bro. Bro, don't lie, dude. Dude, this guy, he went to Pretoria to train with Gat, who's like fucking 6'8" and 140 kilograms, and he keeps up with him in terms of weight.
Have you seen how he's built though, this guy?
Yeah, I know, he looks amazing. See, you're fine.
No, it did surprise me. I was just not prepared.
You can stop there though. That'll just be a primer if we need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
You look at them like I just whipped out my dick, bro.
That or a super.
That's how you're looking at me.
What is that?
So this is a gym pin. So basically, the stack jumps from 17 to like 27. If you instead want to do 22, you can put this into the 17 and then add on like a 5 kilogram plate onto the end.
Show me.
Yeah, I'll show you. You just take these out, because like I said, this jumps from 17 to 27. So like a 10 kilogram, especially on like an isolation movement, a 10 kilogram jump is a shitload. Like it would, if you're getting like 12 reps with 17, it was going to take you like 2 years to get up to 12 reps with 27. So instead you can just put this into the 17 slot and then add on, I'm going to add on only like 2.5s, I think. Yeah, so that's why it's got the thick bar, because you add that on, and then this basically becomes 20 kilograms instead of 17. So you can find that middle ground. Remember, like, it's all about progressive overload. So you could just try and add reps in an infinite, stick with 17 kilograms and try and add reps in an infinite manner. But if you have the ability to increase load in a more subtle manner, it's probably better. This length in position, we can finish with partials. Yeah, you should. It's going to be fun. I was talking to, on the mentorship call, about like volume landmarks, because Luke was showing me one of his wellness clients that's shooting for a pro qualifier coming up soon. Yeah. We're talking about, like, particularly for something like wellness, where there's a very specific area that you're trying to develop. Like what volume landmarks over the course of the week are you trying to shoot for? And she was training glutes, I think 3 times a week with like 20 total sets. But he was saying he has wellness girls that are doing like 25, 26, 30 sets a week, but he bases that on their training footage and how hard they train. Because he's like, it's probably not politically correct to tell a female client to just sack up and train harder. So he's like, so a lot of girls, like, they're like, yeah, I'm training to failure, but they're not really. Their training to failure is like 3 to 4 reps in the tank. So then he will add in more volume. Whereas with this particular girl, she trains like a absolute savage, so she can get away with less volume.
What do you think about those, those Brazilian chicks with that lady that shouts a lot in the gym?
Yes.
From Brazil?
Yes.
What do you think about that sort of training? Because that looks brutal. That looks like army sort of training, bro.
I don't know, do what you need to get through the session, but it's like, are you training with good technique, really? That's the thing, yeah. People that train like that, and we know a few, generally are just kind of fucking around, throwing the weights around.
Branch warren sort of shit.
Yeah. Although it worked for him, Yeah. But that teaches a very important lesson, which is don't just look at the biggest guy and copy what they're doing.
Yeah.
That generally doesn't mean anything. Talking about Brett Wilkins, I find like his way of training now is like perfect. Can we do a flat cable press?
That's on push 1, so
Okay.
I'm not doing that at all.
Okay, cool.
No, it's just been taking pressure off the shoulders.
Well, I don't see a lot of people doing lateral raises like this, to be honest with you. Generally, you see people doing it unilaterally and with a handle rather than cuffs. But I think typically what you see is people kind of trying to lateral raise with like a bent elbow, which is obviously making things a lot easier, where the time under tension and the mechanics of keeping your elbow locked out is going to make it a lot harder, and you're not going to be able to go as heavy, but you're definitely going to be getting more stimulus out of it. So whether it's a Y raise or a lateral raise, like lying down or standing, whatever the case is, you want to keep kind of like a soft lock on your elbows.
But do you think it's like it's more of a weight thing then? Because I've seen a lot of guys also do this.
Oh, like, yeah.
It's like,
That's another big one.
Yeah.
Just using the momentum to lift it up, yeah.
hey?
What? Nora and Pure. All right, so that is 3 sets each, right? All right, sweet. So then, we'll stay here and we'll do an incline cable press. Thank you, Velshi. I don't feel like I gave much thought into the flavors that I mixed together today.
What did you throw?
The Korea size melon candy, the amino blue raspberry, and the electrolyte lemon lime, and it's like generally the flavors work together well. This one does not. Let's not.
Like something that your kids do when they get all the food coloring.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
I wouldn't say it ruined the session, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I, like every time I'm about to take a sip, I'm like, Usually I'm excited for it, but no, dude, he's an asshole.
Oh shit, yeah. And
Ryan just goes starts hauling loads of that. It's like you've got 3 sets left. Sitting with 3 minutes on your phone. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and Ryan's that time. Ryan.
Hit down and go.
Generally, my warm-up protocol would be 2 to 3 warm-up sets, which are non-fatiguing. So, like staying really far away from failure, but literally just practicing the movement pattern you're about to do. I actually had a client ask me the other day, what is the best warm-up he can do for X particular session? It's like the best warm-up you can do is running through the movements that you're going to do at sub-maximal loads. So you're practicing the movement, you're getting blood into the muscle, you're lubricating the joints, and then your feeder set is essentially going to be at your kind of top expected weight for 1 or 2 reps, 2 to 3 reps, let's say, more as kind of a central nervous system primer, so that when you do move into that working weight, you've already felt it. And that means that when you move into that working set, it's going to feel a little bit lighter and it's going to move a little bit easier.
So how many reps in the warm-up, how many reps in the feet, how many reps?
So there's not fixed numbers, but generally first warm-up set will be like 8 to 12, second warm-up set will be like 5 to 6, and then your feeder set will just be like 2 to 3 reps. Oh. Oof. Oof.
Go, Manny.
Oof. Oof.
And again. Drive again. Let's go. Nice.
I'm not.
Drive.
Ooh. Ugh. My chest is actually just still sore from Tuesday, which is very weird for me. Keep that chest big, keep that chest big. There we go. Stretch it out. Really make that effort to like extend your spine. Just keep that chest nice and big.
There you go.
Nice.
Go back, man. Go. Now drop. Finish.
Ooh. Especially with that little bit of stiffness from Tuesday. Fuck, that burns. Holy shit. Yes. Come on. Good control. Yes, yes.
Stay strong. Come on.
That's the look I'm going for, because I mean Ruff is probably like a centimeter taller than me, so in terms of the look I'm going for and the physique I'm going
It's
for,
the most analogous physique to yours.
yeah, it's almost like it gives me a realistic thing of like that's attainable, you know. So seeing that off-season look, like it's literally in my head now, and I'm literally just going for it. So no, it's going to be
And
interesting.
I love to hear you saying that, because like even though you've always followed the plan very diligently.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you've ever been excited about the off season.
Yeah.
It's always been like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to get fat. I don't want
I've
to get
shifted,
soft.
yeah.
But the
I
mind is
looked at
shifting
that.
now.
I looked
Yeah.
at Ruff and I was like, I can do that.
You can do that. Yeah.
I can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
You're kind of making this into a flat fly.
Yes.
Because you're standing quite far back, and your arm path is coming here
Instead of
versus here. Yeah.
It's the same thing I see with Ryan. When he starts changing his whole angle.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice, Chris.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Fingers like a growth plate is open. Please, just 5 centimeters.
Don't, bro, because like, think about it this way: to be super competitive at this height, you just need to add less muscle.
That's true. That is true.
Welch, for his size, eats a fuck ton of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he eats a fuck ton of food. If I compared, because at least in terms of the local team, Tiens is probably the guy that I fed the most. Tiens. Tiens. Yeah, it was over 1,000 grams of carbs for quite a while. But if I look at in relation to body weight, yours is very high.
Like weight to
Yes. I think his peak he was on like 650 carbs, 650, 700, which was somebody that's like almost 30 kilos below Tience's weight. It's like, it's a lot. Although also on my mentorship call yesterday, I told you, Luke was running me through a wellness client. She was peak of her off season, eating like 850 carbs a day, and she's a small little. I mean, she's fucking thick, but small, lean, 850 carbs a day peak off season. And he was taking me through her prep, and I was like, dude, she was like the lowest that she was at was like double my lowest that I was at during prep. And I think she was 110 pounds. So like 50 kilograms. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. Your chest looks pumped as fuck though. Yeah. So she gained like 5-6 pounds of lean tissue.
Yeah.
But the lowest that she was on during her prep, the lowest was like double my lowest. Or even or close to triple my lowest. Like her lowest was like 280 carb or something like that. And her peak massing was like 850 carb. Well, listen, I mean, from her previous stage weight to the peak mass was like 20 kilograms.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
for a female to be able to eat that much is like,
Big jump.
it's a big jump.
Obviously, for me, I'm just thinking like that for that side, like as a longest competitor. 50 kilos, that's small.
Which is very tiny.
Small.
Very, very tiny. You kind of want to just twist a little bit more away. So you kind of want it over the shoulder, like that. Yeah.
Is this your go-to tricep exercise?
Sorry?
Is this your favorite go-to tricep exercise?
It's one of them. With the tricep, you really want one movement that's going to kind of exaggerate the short head and the one that's going to exaggerate the long head. And you can only kind of really activate the long head in kind of this, when you're going into shoulder flexion. So in an ideal world, what I would want is to be pulling the cable like that, but I have a little bit of a elbow strain. So this is just a compromise.
And then this way we're doing it versus down and away from you, like
Yeah?
this, is there a major difference between the two?
Yes. When you're in shoulder flexion, that's really when you're biasing the long head. So you want to be like an overhead extension or something like that.
Okay.
That's really the only time that you're going to be hitting that head of the tricep. So you want to include something like that. So you can't. So let me show you. So think about drawing a sword from a sheath on your back.
I see, okay.
All right. So like that.
Okay. Give it a try.
This is my fucking screwy elbow, so it's like you get 20 reps on the one side and then fucking 9 on the other because my elbow's fucked. Yeah.
I remember you did say like tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis elbow.
Because it's been like 2 months. 2 months. Must be July. It was end of June. It was like end of August. Yeah, 2 months. So 8 weeks. But I'm trying to maintain it until December because we're going to Cape Town to for my birthday and for a festival called Secrets of Summer. I don't want to be fat by then. I want to stay here. So that'll be six months if I can maintain this condition from end of June till end of December. That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
It'd be nice for you,
Not you.
whole fat fucking cake.
Wandy will be peak mass. Tiens will be peak mass. So will Pet, but Pet will probably still just have abs. Yeah, because he's a.
Just have a big bunda.
Yeah. he'll have a fat ass but shredded abs. So every kilogram of unwanted weight just goes to that guy's butt. It's like muscle just gets systemically added and then fat just goes here. That's crazy.
I think that's a good problem to have.
It's not bad. Yes, that's what I say to him.
I think that will probably have to be my last posing video before I go chomp it.
Yeah. With this kind of lighting going on. Yeah.
I'm trying to take advantage, bro. For the chubby cheek.
The chubby cheeks. But Welsh is crazy because how long was your mini cut? 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks, and he went from like peak bulk to I'm so fat, oh, to like basically not shredded but very lean, on the way to being shredded in 6 weeks. It's like boom. Yeah, but you know that's not because you're actually stagnating. I notice that different people lose at a different cadence. And you can start establishing the pattern. For me, it'll be 3 weeks with almost zero movement. And then 1 week I'll lose the amount of weight that I should have lost over those 3 weeks. So if I'm shooting for, let's say, 0.5 kilogram a week, I'll lose nothing for 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden I'll drop 1.5 to 2 kilograms. And then the other people that are just like, it's just super linear. It's just like that amount every single week, that amount every single week. Like that's what Fats is seeing right now. It's just like the same amount. It's like 600-700 grams every single week, 600-700 grams every single week. Whereas other people, and then the people that don't lose at that cadence, they get demotivated because they think that it's not working.
Drastic changes, like,
Yeah.
pick up my calories,
No, it's working, bro.
It's just actually
It's working. Just give it time. Just give it time.
But also, you've seen with mine, as soon as my stress level climbs in 1 week,
Yeah.
nothing happens. Or it'll reverse. Actually, it's like going back up again.
Well, shit is happening. It's just being hidden.
Yeah, that's it.
What's happening is being hidden by the stress. Fucking puss elbow.
But let's show us what you got about.
My man. Yeah, I know. That was a six week mini cut, bro.
6 week mini cut.
Yeah.
That's what a full prep will look like.
Exactly.
Can we record a video?
Yeah. Disappearing waste. Our second push day of the week, Welsh, Chris. Welsh is just finishing up his mini cut, transitioning into a building phase. Chris is probably kind of mid mini cut, but I think they're both at a point where performance levels are great. They're both looking great. They're both moving ahead. And yeah, we'll keep you posted on what their respective